Hello everyone, welcome back to my astrology channel. So in today's video I will be talking about what are my thoughts about the next year 2022 and what are the astrological events that is taking place in the year 2022 and the aspects and transits for the next year. Now there's a whole gamut of changes that will be occurring in the year 2022, and especially it will start from December 2021. So all the energies that we'll see in the year 2022 changes position in the last month of this year 2021. So you will feel the energy in just a couple of months. You will feel this shift occurring just generally in your life, in the collective conscious, and just in the air around. I'll give a quick gist of which planets are staying in the same sign and which planets are moving to the next sign. Now I'll start with the last planet in the lineup in astrology in the solar system, that is Pluto. Now Pluto stays in the sign of Capricorn again for the year 2022. Now 2022 is the last year for Pluto to stay in the sign of Capricorn for the entire year, because 2023 it moves in and out of Capricorn and Aquarius. So 2022 is the last year since the time it moved in Capricorn in 2008 that Pluto will entirely stay in the sign of Capricorn. And then next year 2023, the year after, it starts to move in and out of Capricorn and Aquarius. So that's the first one. Now the next one is Neptune, and Neptune is again stays in the sign of Pisces for the whole year. After that is Uranus. Now Uranus is staying in the same sign, in the sign of Taurus for the entire year. Now coming to Saturn, Saturn also stays in the sign of Aquarius for the entire year. After that is Jupiter. Now Jupiter is moving to the sign of Pisces from the sign of Aquarius in 2021. Now we did get a glimpse of Jupiter in Pisces in 2021 as well, but it's fully moving to the sign of Pisces in 2022. In fact, it's moving at the end of December 2021, on the 29th of December to be exact. So the whole year, so 2022 Jupiter will be in the sign of Pisces until 10th of May, and then it will move to the sign of Aries until the end of October, and then again it will move back to the sign of Pisces till the end of December 2022, and then move to the sign of Aries. So that's the Jupiter scene. Now the other very interesting change that's occurring in the year 2022, shift of lunar nodes. Now North Node and South Node are shifting. North Node was in the sign of Gemini and South Node has been in the sign of Sagittarius for 18 months until December 2021. Now going forward for the next 18 months, North Node will shift in the sign of Taurus and South Node in the sign of Scorpio for the entire year of 2022. So that's a major shift occurring. Now as the lunar nodes shift signs in the year 2022, the eclipses that occurs, the lunar and solar eclipses that occur during the year will be on this Scorpio and Taurus axis. Now the main aspect of the year 2022 is Jupiter in Pisces conjunct Neptune in Pisces. That will happen in April 2022. Now the other significant aspect of 2022 is actually a continuation from the year 2021. So Saturn in the sign of Aquarius will be squaring Uranus in the sign of Taurus, and that occurs in the month of October in 2022. Now the tone of year 2022 will begin with the theme of Jupiter in Pisces, and that's the energy we will see for the most part of the year. And Jupiter in Pisces is at home. It's the classical ruler of Pisces. So Jupiter is happy in Pisces. Now Jupiter is considered as the great guru. It's the teacher. And it's very expansive, hopeful, optimistic, and brings all that good fortune and positive energy in the mix. Now Pisces energy is about spirituality. It's about the subconscious. It signifies the natural 12th house in the birth chart. So it's about the endings as well. It's about releasing as well. So Jupiter in Pisces is definitely going to bring a little bit more self-development, spiritual growth, creative expression as well, because Pisces is sign of imagination, illusion, and just artistic expression. So Jupiter in Pisces is definitely an energy that's bringing this self-expression spiritual expression, just your creative expression in the mix. Now Saturn in the sign of Aquarius squaring Uranus in the sign of Taurus is very interesting, because Saturn in Aquarius is again its classical ruler, so it's comfortable in the sign of Aquarius. Now Uranus on the other hand in the sign of Taurus, which is a fixed earth sign, is not particularly comfortable. So we have witnessed during the year 2021 the need for soul searching, the need to break free, the need to really challenge the status quo and really moving on from your situation, whatever is hindering you, your growth, whatever obstacles you have in your life. There is a willingness in just general conscience to grow out of it, and people are definitely waking up to it, and you can see around you as well. Now post the COVID-19 pandemic, life is not same. Life is moving forward. If you are not moving with time, if you're not moving with this Uranus Aquarius energy, and really modernizing yourself and taking up the future opportunities, then you will be left behind. Now Saturn is the restricting and delaying factor in life, but it's also an introspective factor in life. So the general theme around Saturn in Aquarius is waking up to the collective and really understanding the different dynamic and adapting it in your personal life. It's a new energy, and we are in a digital age. Now Saturn in a digital age can really give form to new technologies, new digital experiences for people, just everyday life. It's for everyone, Aquarius. Now Saturn can give form to it, can crystallize all that. Now the movement, the transition is slow, because Saturn's nature inherently is to go slow, to be cautious, to be practical. Now Saturn does not want to speed up, and that's basically mostly because it wants to test the ground. Is it on solid ground? If it's not, how can I change it to make the base solid, the foundation solid? Saturn is about making the foundation solid, and that's what it's doing in the year 2021 and going for 2022 and 2023 until Saturn is in Aquarius. It's really making this solid ground for people, and there's so many things happening around the world that everybody experiences. It affects everyone personally as well. It's not just an outside thing happening. It has come to everybody's home, and it affects personal life. So Saturn in Aquarius is definitely crystallizing, making the foundation strong, solid, so that you are on a solid ground and you have built up a good foundation for your own personal growth and spiritual growth, and just generally the whole conscious, the collective, the conscious of the collective, the growth of everybody. So that's what Saturn in Aquarius. Now Uranus in Taurus is not comfortable in the sign of Taurus, but it is definitely electrifying and really digging up and rebooting and really changing the whole scenario which Taurus stands for, and that is economy and your sustenance, your value system, your finances, personal finances. Taurus is about personal finances. It's not much to do with social finance, but it's very much to do with personal finance. So people are waking up to new ways of making money, and really the value system is changing. Now the inclination to bow down to somebody superior or authority figure is much less, and it's a process. It's not going to be fast, but it's going to get there definitely, because Uranus is definitely digging this and rebooting this Taurian energy and really making it move in a direction where it is again collectively beneficial for everyone. Now Uranus will be in the sign of Taurus for next few years until 2026. So there will be a lot of upheavals in the economy, changes in world economy, personal economy, in every sense, because world economy affects personal economy. So it will have the whole mix of it. Now the nodes have moved in the axis of Scorpio and Taurus. Now Scorpio Taurus is about money. It's the money axis. So there will be a lot of changes and a lot of new movement and new treaties, maybe alliances formed, and old system will break away, and you will definitely see things that is more to do with economy changes coming through world economy, and it will affect personal economy. The movement will intensify most definitely more, and now North Node and South Node energy is about blocking energy and releasing energy. So North Node is about, it blocks the energy, and South Node is about releasing it, so letting it go. Hence, there is a balance required in the financial matters of the world economy. So it's important to really be aware of this financial situation that will happen in the next 18 months, starting December 2021. It's already happening, you can see it, but it will intensify most definitely from 2022 until 2023. So 2022 and 2023 astrology is definitely very much about financial upheaval, crisis. So it's very important to take care of your personal finance so that you're not in that situation where you are struggling or end up in a crisis. So savings, Taurus energy is about savings as well. It's about your sustenance. So resources needs to be really looked into, your personal resources. So make sure you're not overspending before the year 2022 begins, and you're really careful about your finances and really mindful that you might end up in a situation where there might be dearth of resources, a lack of resource, or wrong use of the resources. It's definitely possible, and you will see in the whole world, the bigger picture, you will definitely see things happening. So from your side, make sure you are secure and stable in terms of your finances, and also you're doing things that is really leads to your own spiritual growth, your soul growth, and that is the most important thing for 2022, your finances and your self-development. So these are the two keywords for the year 2022. So take this information and be mindful where to focus your energy. So it's about you, your self-development, your own growth, your own mental health, your own psychology, subconscious, and your finances. So be mindful of, and finances is not just the money, the currency, it's also the resources and your own value system as well. So it's about resources and self-growth, the year 2022. Now the opportunity is great in the year 2022 and the possibilities are great. The last 2 years, 2020 and 2021, has really taught us to really grow from within, from your internal, from your soul. And most people going through the struggles of life during the last couple of years has really felt the urgency, the need to really get out of the situation affecting them and their family and just people around, friends and whoever. Now things have been different and will be different going forward, and is challenging and may be challenging for next few years as well. But the most important thing is that people are really waking up. They're truly waking up, and this isolation, the lockdown, the pandemic, for most people have really started rethinking their priorities. What is it that makes them click? What is the true value of life in their life? And that's what they are really focusing on. Where we were pre-2020 and where we are going to be moving forward is totally a different dynamic. It's not same. And it's very important to grow as a person, to be a better person. You have to take this opportunity. You cannot be still stuck in the old paradigm. You cannot be just thinking about how I was before and that's how I'm going to continue. It's not going to work. You have to think for yourself, you have to think for your family, you have to think about people at large, collective, everybody, because if you make an effort to grow yourself, to progress, to self-development, then you are reflecting that energy outwardly. You're reflecting that energy in your family, among your friends, in your community, and that's how it's a ripple effect, and that's how the whole world awakens, is healed. This is what is definitely required, to project yourself in a way that you're responsible for your life and you are taking responsibility and not depending on other for your own abundance or for your own growth or anything of that sort. So definitely, if you're taking that step towards that life, that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to come in return. And this is the Great Awakening. The Great Awakening is truly rising above the occasion, rising above the old system, the old ways of doing things, just things that does not work anymore. It's going to really be totally out of the way. So it's very important if you are really awakened and you are in the process of awakening. Awakening is basically you connecting with your true self, your inner self. This is absolutely amazing opportunity. The Saturn in Aquarius is definitely want to free you, definitely wants to give form to that freedom that you want for yourself, for your family, for everyone. So it's very important to project yourself in a way in your community, and if you're on social media or among your friends, wherever it is, you are projecting yourself in a fulfilling, satisfying, whatever you're doing. And it's not on a materialistic level, it's about your soul ascension, it's about your growth. So you are fulfilled and satisfied with your life, and you're doing what you love, and you're presenting that true image of yourself to the world, and they are grasping on that energy, and everybody is waking up to their own power, to their own energy. And that's what it's about. The Great Awakening is that's what it's about. And Saturn in Aquarius is definitely there to give form to the freedom that you crave. So use the Saturn in Aquarius energy to really break the mold, break the old ways, break the system, and give form to the freedom that we all truly deserve and truly desire. A lot of people in the year 2021 has made the shift, and they are in the process of transition. So they are not there yet where they want to be, but they have made the transition, and they are in that learning process. So they're learning new skills and really upskilling themselves, uplifting themselves, preparing themselves for that freedom that they want, that they crave. And that is what the message is for 2021 going on to 2022. The Saturn and Aquarius energy, this Aquarian energy overall, is to free yourself, and to free yourself to what truly resonates with you. Aquarius is a very humanitarian sign, so Saturn in Aquarius is definitely giving form to better your own life, and as a result you better the life of people around you, because Aquarius is the sign of the masses, is a sign of the world. But in order to achieve that collective growth and that collective awakening and ascension, it needs to begin from a Leo energy. It needs to begin from your own self, your own life force, what's within you, what makes you special, and how to hone that skill, and how to uplift yourself, grow yourself, and express yourself fully to your truest self. And when you express your true self, what you're doing is you're inspiring other people, and people get inspired by you, or even you are watching other people, listening to other people, and they're inspiring you, and that's making you grow. So it's a two-way process. So whatever skills you have, whatever capabilities you have, go out and share it. And that's very important, because last 18 months the axis of the nodes and the eclipses was on the Sagittarius Gemini energy. So Sagittarius is about the big picture, it's about philosophy, it's about growth, it's about self-development through beliefs, changing belief system, and really grabbing onto new experiences and really going in different direction, new opportunities. And Gemini is about learning, it's about your opinion. What is your self-expression, your communication? What do you have to say? Share those ideas. Now, Taurus and Scorpio energy that we are going to enter in from the end of December 2021 for 18 months is about what is valuable to you and how you can bring that value to others. So that's what the nodal shift and eclipses are. So it's going to be a learning process for the next 18 months starting December 2021, and the value system will change, especially around your your own self-value, your sustenance, your finances, your resources, what you value, your intimacy, your commitment, trust, devotion, all that theme. Eclipses on the axis of Taurus and Scorpio is definitely blocking the energy and releasing energy, and is giving you the opportunity to utilize this to grow yourself. Now, the year 2022 is not only about financial and economic transformation of the world and yourself. It's also about spiritual growth. Now, because Jupiter will be in the sign of Pisces in the year 2022, and Jupiter has returned in the sign of Pisces after a whole 12 years, because it's got a 12-year cycle. Now, in the sign of Pisces, Jupiter is bringing this expansive energy to spirituality, to your creativity, to your artistic expression. So Pisces is about spiritual expression. It's the last sign of the zodiac. So it is a very mystical, spiritual, imaginative sign. And Jupiter is the great teacher. It's the guru planet. So in the sign of Pisces, Jupiter is definitely expanding this experience, the spiritual experience that people might want to have. And this self-improvement and self-development and growth through mystical experiences. Now, this may involve wanting to have experiences or growth through spiritual experiences, and that can be yoga, meditation, shamanic practices, herbal practices, healing practices, anything. So Pisces energy is that. And Pisces is also about the past and past pattern, old pattern. So it's behind you. So things that you are coming from. So it can be your ancestors. There might be a desire to connect with people from the past, or just want to know about your roots, your foundation, your ancestors, things like that. So spiritual growth through connecting with your past. This can definitely be the theme of the year 2022. So the year 2022 is definitely the years of many changes. Now, we have already experienced last 2 years of many changes, but this theme is going to continue, and it's going to continue for many years to come. But the year 2022 is a lot about growth, and again transitioning into that reality that you want to achieve for yourself, where you are able to express yourself freely, and not just for yourself, your family, and for the community, collective conscience, to create that collective conscience and to grow more creatively and collectively, and not too much have this competitive and toxic energy around you that you want to move away from. 2022 is a year of change and transformation, but it's also moving away from things that does not work for you, that things that make you stuck, stagnate you, and things that is not good for you, basically. So you are moving away, you're transitioning. Now, it's not a quick process, it's a slow process, but you are on that path most definitely. And 2022 is definitely going to help you to set you further on that path of soul growth. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video about my views on 2022, my thoughts on 2022 and going forward, and the energy that we are coming from, especially from the past 2 years. And I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you can use the information to really understand your own personal energy and the energy you're surrounded with, and use it to live consciously and make good decision or informed decision, and move forward in this transition which everybody is part of. We are moving together to that growth, to that goal that we have. So we are definitely more collective focused and not much competition focused anymore. So we are not competitive. So there's no need to be toxic and competitive. We are moving forward in the same direction all together. Thank you.